Now energy transition is everywhere. It's a buzzword. And sovereigns are very much into it because government policy is important for the private sector. And they look forward towards the policy. And within that policy framework, they have to exist, especially now that the exports and imports that depends on lot on the policy. CBAM, they, if the tax is to be implemented, then they need the sovereign framework anyways, the budgetary framework. And the policy when it comes that need to be implemented, and the best part and the worst part for whatever reason can be compliant or non-compliant. We have today with us head of compliance on all these ESG framework and energy tax overall, Dr. Nabeel Ameen with us, who represent the government of Pakistan. Doctor, very warm welcome.
Thank you, Arvind.
Please say something on some strong points and the sore points which we are going to tackle over the next few months or year for Pakistan.
Let me highlight a few of the points. Alhamdulillah, government is seriously working on all these kind of energy transitions, green financing, on SME development. You must have seen SMEDA has been, they're working hard on SMEDA to revamp and to restructure it for the SMEs development for it, because that's the weak link in between our bigger players and the smaller players. Then you come into the energy transition, there are different policies. There are green funding that is going to be introduced by the provinces and at the federal level as well. We're also coming into different projects for the traceability. There is already a task force being developed under the textile wing, and NCC is leading it for traceability documentation for all kind of greenhouse gases and throughout the value chain and the supply chains. And that has been taken up by the Ministry of Commerce. And we are extensively working on it with the stakeholders, which is the industry. Furthermore, other kind of ESG frameworks for the compliance, which involves every single thing, right from energy, waste, circularity, then your environmental factors, then you have your labor and other standards that the conventions we have signed. So things are moving towards that. Like we've already issued an SRO for the child labor. Any import that you're doing, it should be free from the child labor from any country. So any importer, they'll have to file that report. So I agree with you. Yes, we need to have certain kind of rules and regulation frameworks which are already building up, and you will see many integrated kind of policies coming up in a few days.
So obviously government is very much bent upon putting up growth and then the fiscal incentive. These are two main things. Do you think it is possible to remain within the fiscal space and maintain the growth prowess that the government want to see and implement it smoothly?
I think things are possible, to be honest, but that needs also to be have an input from the stakeholders. When I talk about stakeholder, that means industry and importantly the provinces, because after post 18th Amendment, many subjects have been devolved, and provinces they have to also come up and they'll have to show up a proactive approach in terms of policy implementation, and because they are the people who are going to implement it, provinces, and they need to take up their clusters, and they're already doing it. Like we have good examples in Punjab, in Sindh, and in other provinces. They are taking up the initiatives in terms of labor, in terms of environment, energy, green financing, towards incentivizing the SMEs, combined facility centers. So they're looking into all these kind of factors, and yes, it is possible, but it is a difficult pathway. But of course, it will take time.
Dr. Saab, thank you very much on that. And you have just heard that the government of Pakistan is bent upon this. They are doing academic work, they are doing footwork, and the proof of this that the head of compliance at the Ministry of Commerce is here to attend that workshop, learn from the international best practices, share the local plan, and rebuff it to implement for the future in a very aggressive way. And I think if this understanding is embedded at the policy level, that can give fruits, if not immediate, then at least in the midterm. And with this, we come to the end of the program. I'm your host, Tahir Dhindsa for SDTV in Islamabad. Bye for now.